Now to the last in our week-long series on climate change and its economic impact. In the UK and throughout much of Western Europe, housing alone generates more than a quarter of all CO2 emissions. So builders and architects are now embracing newer technology to make houses both greener and more attractive to buyers. Nigel Cassidy reports now from Chichester, that's on the south coast of England.
These sustainable homes may not look so different, but the carefully selected systems and appliances combine to minimise emissions. Over 800 will be built in and around the solid red brick buildings of an abandoned hospital. Developers Linden Homes work with social housing providers Affinity Sutton and the UK Homes and Communities Agency. The site's CO2 saving secret is that every home gets hot water fed from the landmark tower in the middle. Emissions are minimised in each home and further offset around the entire development.
We try to tailor it so that the technology we use is a direct benefit, and it's not something which is purely giving us that zero carbon credential, but not necessarily something that the customer would notice or be a direct reason to buy a property here at Graylingwell. The site was originally a hospital, so this is the original water tower that supplied the water to the hospital. We've now utilised it as the chimneys for the energy centre.
Well, I come right into the energy centre, and this is the old idea of district heating brought up to date, and this is all people will have in their homes. It runs on hot water, where you can control your central heating, and hot water for your baths and taps. It's powered by these vast boilers, like you'd have in your home, only very much bigger. The hot water runs through these pipes and pumps here to this accumulator tank. There's room for even more of these and more plant here, which eventually will allow this entire area to generate electricity, which can be sent back to the grid. And homeowners get lower monthly bills.
The house holds its heat extremely well, so there's not much concern to have the central heating on, and the hot water supply is consistent at a safe temperature and a good pressure too.
Until now, it's regulation which has forced most climate-saving measures, but sites like this show that eco-friendly homes can be cost-effective. Nigel Cassidy, BBC News on Britain's South Coast.